You know what time it is. It's time for another episode of the 7 and a Hook Podcast, the world's premier sports betting podcast. Your source for the best information and insight when it comes to sports wagering. We cover it all because you bet on it all. So let's head up to the studio and get this show rolling.
Hey, hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of the 7 and a Hook Podcast. I am Brooksie, the Irish Insider. Hey, tonight we're going to look at some NBA, NHL, and I've got one college football game listed as a spotlight play, so we're going to get to that shortly. Again, appreciate everybody tuning in. Our socials real quick, the number 7 and a Hook. Check it out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. And make sure you head on over to YouTube and search 7 and a Hook Podcast. Give us a subscribe. You'll find all of our video content there. Okay, hey, listen. New to the show? Real quick, 7 and a Hook. What are we about? Well, we're an all-encompassing sports betting, sports gambling podcast. We give you our best insight and information so you can go cash some tickets. Matter of fact, you heard in the intro, we cover it all because you bet on it all. And, you know, yesterday, my partner, Easy Money, Eric LaFleche, well, he was back on air with me. We put a couple plays in. Hopefully you tuned in yesterday because, listen, we covered some college football. We also covered some NBA. We touched upon the Breeders' Cup. That's right. That's this weekend. And Easy Money, well, he broke down the Canelo plant fight that's taking place this weekend. And you know what else we did? We broke out some new swag. Oh, yeah, we did. A little 7 and a Hook hats. It's on this side, 7 and a Hook shirts. We will have some merchandise for folks soon. But anyways, we just want to, got to stick out my chest a little bit. We got some new shirts and hats. Pretty cool. All right. Hey, let's get right to tonight's agenda. As we say, what's on the menu? I already told you. So without further ado, let's get the show rolling. All right, NBA. All right, first spotlight play. I got the Clippers on the road, favored by 2 and a Hook to take on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Points total set at 216. All right, the Clippers come into this game 3-4. They're 1-2 on the road. Timberwolves 3-4, 2-4 at home. All right. The Clippers are going for their second win in 3 nights over host Minnesota. Yeah, that's right. This is kind of one of those back-to-back sets where the Clippers play 2 games at Minnesota. It's pretty cool idea. All right, Wednesday night, Clippers won that game 126 to 115. Minnesota, well, they're on a 3-game losing streak. They're looking to break that streak tonight at home. Listen, I look for Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards to protect that home court. Listen, I'm going to take the 2.5 points with Minnesota here. And as far as the points total, I'm going over the 216. All right, next game up on my NBA spotlight list, I have the Pelicans on the road to take on the Golden State Warriors. Warriors are favored by 9, points total set at 214 and a Hook. Pelicans are 1-8. Off to a terrible start. They lost 5 in a row. Obviously they're still without Zion Williamson. So until this cat comes back, it's going to be a long season. And I'm sure those that follow the NBA have been paying attention to some of the news reports about Zion's rehab. And boy, it doesn't sound good. I mean, when he's in shape, game shape, I guess he's right around 280, and there's reports that he's plus 3 bills right now, so not sure what's going on there. I'm sure the Pelicans front office isn't happy about that, but again, I don't know how far he is away from coming back, but boy, oh boy, putting on 20 pounds while you're not playing is not good. He's a big dude to begin with. my guess is a 300-pound frame. That's not what his front office, his teammates, his coaches are hoping for. But anyways, so Pelicans, they're averaging 103 points a game. They're letting up 111. Golden State, a little bit of the opposite. They're averaging 111. They're only letting up 101. Now, Golden State, they've won 4 of 5. Most recently, they played Chicago, and they pretty much ran them out of the building 114-92. And Chicago's a pretty good team. Pelicans, this is their 3rd road game in 4 nights. Might be couple tired legs there, and this has been a West Coast trip for this team. Golden State, this is their 3rd home game in 6 nights, so they're probably pretty much well rested. Listen, I like Golden State here. I don't like laying, close to 10 points with anybody, but this is a good spot for them. I'm going to lay the 9 points, and as far as the total, the 214 and a hook, I'm going down. I'm looking under the 214 and a hook. All right, next NBA game on my spotlight sheet is Indiana Pacers on the road to take on the Portland Trailblazers. Blazers are favored by 5. Points total set at 223. Pacers are 3-6 on the season. They're 0 for the goose egg and 4 on the road. Portland 3-5 with a 3-1 home record. All right, the Pacers, they're on a 2-game winning streak. They beat recently the Knicks and the Spurs, both games at home. Okay, this is their first road game in over a week. The Trailblazers, well, they're losers of 3. They're losers of 3 in a row on the road. Okay, they lost to Charlotte, they lost to the 76ers, and they lost to Cleveland. Okay, now, their 3 wins, well, guess what? They're at home. They like a little home cooking, so coming home to Portland is probably just what the doctor ordered. At home, they're averaging, their wins, they're winning by almost 20 points a game at home. So definitely home court advantage to the Blazers tonight. I'll take the Blazers -5. They're going to cover this game. And as far as the points total, 223, don't see that happening, going down, down, down. Portland may score some points, but the the Pacers, not so much. So under the 223, but lay the 5 with the Blazers. All right, my last NBA game on tonight's board, spotlight play. The Charlotte Hornets on the road to take on the Sacramento Kings. The Kings are favored by 2. Points total set at 232. All right, Hornets, well, they're 5-4 on the season, and they are 3-2 on the road. Kings, 4-4 on the season, 1-2 at home. The Hornets, well, they're the losers of the last 2. Last time out, they played Golden State. They lost 114-92. Kings stomped the Pelicans Wednesday night at home, 112-99. All right, Kings get it done tonight at home. I like them tonight. I'm going to lay the 2 points, and I'm going up, up, up. I'm going over the 232. I think you're going to see a lot of running and gunning in this game. Kings -2, over 232. All right, we're going to change gears here, and we're going to go on to the ice. We're going to go right to the NHL. I've got 3 spotlight games tonight. My first game on the board, New York Rangers on the road to take on the Edmonton Oilers. Rangers are a +135 dog. Oilers are -160 favored at home. Goal total set at 6. Rangers are 6-2-2 on the season. Oilers 8-1. Man, they're having a good year so far. And remember, they were my pick to win the Western Conference. Okay, looking good right now. Can't cash a ticket yet, but not a bad play if I say so myself. Anyways, all right, Rangers. They're coming off a loss at Vancouver Tuesday night, 3-2. All right, the Oilers. Well, they're winners of 2 straight at home over Nashville and the Kraken. Yeah, I kind of like saying that. The Seattle Kraken. Well, they beat both Nashville and Seattle 5-2. So they've scored 10 goals in the last 2 games at home. This is the for the Rangers, this is their third road game in 5 nights. Might have a little kind of tired legs here. I like the Oilers laying the 160. As far as the goal total, looking up. I'm going over 6, and I'm taking the Oilers minus 160 at home. Next NHL Spotlight game. Nashville Predators on the road to take on the Vancouver Canucks. Nashville plus 110 dog, and Vancouver's a minus 135 favorite at home. Goal total set at 6. All right, Nashville had a 4-game win streak broken Tuesday night by who else? Edmonton Oilers. Yeah, they beat everybody. Canucks, well, they're coming off a 3-2 home win against the Rangers, in which they broke their 3-game losing streak. So Rangers, again, they've been on the road for a while. This is their third road game in 4 nights. Again, I think the tired legs, that Western road trip is going to catch up with them tonight. I'm going to take Vancouver minus 135 to win this hockey game. And as far as the goal total, I'm going under the 6 in the game. So under 6 goals, Vancouver minus 135. My last NHL game on tonight's Spotlight board, the Arizona Coyotes on the road to take on the Anaheim Ducks. Anaheim, they're a minus 165 favorite at home. Goal total set at 5 and a hook. Coyotes are a plus 140 dog. Boy, Coyotes are having a rough season. 0-9-1 to start the year. Ouch. Anaheim, 4-4-3 in their first 10 games. All right, so the Coyotes, well, they've been on the road since October 25th. The schedule makers have not been their friend. After this game, they do head home for a couple games, but this is their last game on the road for it seems like an eternity. All right, where did they play? They last played in Philly. They last played Philly 2 nights ago, and they lost 3-0. All right, Anaheim, they're on a 2-game win streak. They last played Tuesday night at home, and they blanked the New Jersey Devils 4-0. Man, this game has Anaheim written all over it, doesn't it? Not so fast. The Coyotes and the Ducks, they're both, there's a little bit of rivalry there, just again because of the geography. These two teams really come to play when they face each other. So I'm going to take the Coyotes tonight, that's right, at plus 140. Pick up their first win of the season and then be able to head home and show their fans that they're not complete losers. So anyways, Coyotes tonight at plus 140, Goal total set at 5 and a hook. You're not expecting goals, are you? Well, you should. I'm going over the 5 and a hook goals in this game. All right, we're going to move from NHL to college football. I got one game on the board, just one tonight, and that's the University of Utah on the road, favored by 10, take on Stanford. Okay, points total set at 52 and a hook. A Pac-12 battle tonight. Well, right now, Utah is 5-3, and they're 4-1 in the Pac-12. Stanford 3-5 on the season. They're 2-4 in the Pac-12. Stanford season teetering on being over. I think tonight is the over, and I'm not talking about the points. I'm thinking they might be done tonight. So, anyways, Utah, point scoring machine. They're averaging almost 34 points a game. They're only allowing 25. Now, Utah is coming off a very nice win, 44-24 at home against the UCLA Bruins. Stanford, they're losers of 3 in a row. I'm thinking maybe 4 tonight. Well, we'll see shortly. Last week, they lost at home to the Washington Huskies 20-13. They played well, but not well enough. They just don't have enough talent there. All right, these two teams last met back in 2018, and that was Utah won that game 40-21, and that was at Stanford. I see a little bit of a repeat performance tonight. Utah on the road, favored by 10. They're going to cover tonight. And as far as the points total, again, I'm looking up. This is going to be one of those classic Pac-12 matchups where it's 60-30 or 55-25. There's going to be some points scored in this game. Utah might even cover the 52 and a hook themselves. Hey, all right, that's going to put a wrap on tonight's picks and plays. Hopefully I gave you some good insight and some good information. Why? So you can go cash some tickets. Listen, we really appreciate everybody tuning in. Our socials, we've been getting a lot of great follows and a lot of great comments from people checking out our videos. So, hey, have a great night. Matter of fact, have a great day. And on behalf of everyone here at the 7 and a Hook podcast, may your bad beats be small and your big wins be monster.
Thanks again for tuning in to the 7 and a Hook podcast. Until next time, may your bad beats be small and your big wins be monster.